This is an incredibly difficult video for me to record because in this moment I am admitting that I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Quite frankly, I am lost, confused, and unsure about how I want to live my life or what my future will look like. And you might be wondering why I'm sharing this. But before I do, let me tell you what my current experience is, what my thoughts, my feelings, my fears are telling me, why it's incredibly difficult for me to share this. Well, it's because I appear weak. I appear vulnerable. I have fears about what people will think of me. You see, I've always held this very strong, confident, secure image around my peers, friends, network, and community. And I'm finally uncovering the veil. And as I put myself in this vulnerable position, I have all those fears of whether people will judge me, people will think lower of me, whether I'd be seen as a failure. And all those fears and feelings is it causes me to be safe. I tend to protect myself and isolate and hide and not try or do anything that might expose me. Never do anything that I'm uncertain of because I'm unsure if it will work out. And what that does is it propels me further into being lost and confused, and nothing really changes. So really the purpose of this video is quite simple. It's for me to lead by example and show you that your fears and your emotions are not going to magically disappear and fade away one day, and that you're going to gain the clarity of what you want to do in life and to pursue it confidently, that there is some certain practice or affirmation or something that you will do that will give you the confidence for you to take that step into whatever you want to pursue. That doesn't work that way. And so what you realize is that really the only way to gain clarity in life, to gain clarity in the unknown, is through experience. It's through action, and it's through very simply trying. But when you try something that is uncertain, it is completely understandable the fears that would arise, because you are risking so much. You're risking the finite time that you have on earth. You're risking your resources. You're risking your image in front of people when you post that video or start that business or seek help from others. You're risking your reputation. You're risking, quite frankly, failure of putting all that effort for no return or result whatsoever. And so the alternative is just to do nothing. It's to hide. It's to continue with the status quo. And so I'm here to tell you that it's okay to be confused. It's okay to be lost. It's okay to not know what you're doing. Because here I am in the midst of all this confusion. I understand that we are being bombarded by a million different lives around us, whether it be social media, or our co-workers, or our peers, or our friends, or our community, or our parents, or our society, telling us what the ideal way to live life is, or what to pursue, whether it be traveling, or it be a career, or it be a business, or it be entrepreneurship, or it be hustling, or it be nomadic lifestyle, whatever it is. We're always bombarded by these different thoughts about what we should do with our life, but the reality is it's really up to us to decide. And the only way to understand what to decide is through your own experience. And when you take that first action, that first step into all your fears, because let me tell you, when you take that first action into whatever you want to experiment with, whatever you want to try, whatever you want to risk failure and risk embarrassment with, that first step is not going to be easy, and you are still going to have all those fears with you. But the moment you take it, the moment you're out there, the moment you expose yourself, you realize that you're okay. You're still alive. People are still worried about their own life and their own confusions, that they aren't really thinking of you that much, and even if they are, it doesn't really affect you. And to prove that, you have my word that when you take that first step, the thing that scares you the most, and you end up doing it in the face of all those fears, watch all those fears just disappear, because what they told you was impossible, that you could never do, that it would be too overwhelming and damaging to try, turned out all to be a lie. And the impossible was actually very much so possible. So go out there and try and take action. And know that it is perfectly okay to be afraid, to be lost, to be confused. And that is only part of the journey ahead of you. And here I am, also lost and confused, but at the same time excited for what the journey ahead of me has in store for me. And the only way that journey unfolds is by doing the things that scare me and you. It's by taking action.